Well, good morning, all. It's been a long Christmas day, but we're back. So just wanted to check in and see how all you guys are and how you getting on. What did you get for Christmas? Anything nice? So brought along the brew. Not certain whether anyone will be joining today, so we'll see how it goes. As normal, any questions you want to drop us or give us, please let me know, and we'll get that answered for you. So let's have a good old slurp of this now. Yeah. Now this Christmas has definitely been milder outside, and than I thought it would. I suppose we get used to that now. So yeah, well, we'll just wait and see if anyone joins us. I will just carry waffling on. Anyway, I've been lucky enough, got some Google Play vouchers for Christmas, so that was nice. So we can catch up on the older film sets that we're trying to collect on Google. So yeah. Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. We've had a bit of a tour and a plan to see what we're gonna do moving forward this year. Need to obviously try and get the channel going a bit more now. So yeah, gonna find some out of the way places coming up soon that I really don't think people have been to. So, and I'm also looking on the video thinking, are these going to be places that people haven't even visited, that never even heard of? So that'll be interesting whether the videos get picked up, but we'll see how that goes anyway. Oh dear. So trying to relax a bit today. It's you know what it's like when you eat a lot Christmas Day and all this rich food and that, and then you think, yeah, perhaps shouldn't have ate all that. But yeah, it's trying to let your stomach settle a bit. So, but yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes to see who turns up. I know a lot of people will perhaps be busy on Boxing Day visiting family. We normally would. Normally we'd head over to King's Lynn on Boxing Day, but I say my folks are away at the moment, so we won't be visiting there today. So we'll perhaps have a little ride out this afternoon. May take you guys with me. We'll see where we go with that. Pardon me. Yeah. And Jamie, if you are listening, I will get them details over to you. You'll know what I'm on about. And the vinegar. Yeah. I've just been tied up, mate, but I will get them details over to you. I know you're asking for them. So, did want fruit, so didn't you? You've had this cold, and I think I've had this cold over a week now, week and a half, and it's kind of where you think you're getting better, and then it suddenly kicks in again. And still woke up this morning with a sore throat. I'd like to say it's for alcohol, but obviously I can't drink, so it's not that. But yeah. You just think you're on the mend, and then that's it's really all kind of sore again. So, but yeah, I thought we'd try and soothe it with a cup of tea. So what's been happening with you guys? Did you have family over? Was it a good Christmas kind of thing? It'd be interesting to know what you got, what you didn't get, what you wanted to get. as you might have seen from some of my, I think I put on Instagram and on here on the community page, I got 3 more Technic Lego sets. So 2 not going to be too bad, but 1 year I got the new McLaren P1. Yeah, the size of the box and the weight of it, I think that's gonna be days and days to build that. But that's going to be really interesting. Now, what I was about to do, I normally try and do, obviously, on the channel, we're doing walks and travel videos and that. But I thought I might do a bit of a staged one, and we'll. I know some people, the enthusiasts and that, have already done the Lego builds and that kind of thing. But I just thought maybe as a one-off for the channel, we might do a perhaps a little build video while I'm doing this P1 and while I'm sort of ripping my hair out, or what left I've got on my hair while we're building this. So I think that's going to be quite a technical build, looking at the manuals. So yeah. But we'll. I'm tempted to do a video, but let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments if that's the sort of thing you want to see on the channel or not. Like I said, we're going to have to video over several days, and hopefully not too much swearing as I'm trying to work out how to build it. But since I've been building these, I think since I was about 12 years old, just can't beat a bit of Technic Lego. Always loved it. Obviously gone into the wrong field with work I do, or perhaps should have gone into mechanics or something. But there, never mind. We all move on as youngsters. We all think we know the right answers. And now I've got kids of my own, and they'll be making the same, no doubt, dopey decisions I've made. So, but there. But yeah, as I was saying, we're perhaps looking at a ride out somewhere this afternoon. Might head out to the coast or something. Ain't been out there for quite a while. So do have coast videos coming up for you. Like I said, I've just been holding out, and I've been trying to debate perhaps maybe doing it March, April time. We'll see how the weather goes. Normally the weather's a bit crap sort of January to March, isn't it? So but the problem is there's one I want to do, and there's one video I want to bring to you, and it's normally quieter during the winter, which I might think it may be better to film it for you. So I'm tempted to try and do it then. We're going to have a little recce today on it, and see what the opening times are for this one. Not going to tell you where we're going yet. I'll leave that as a surprise for you. But yeah, I'll have a little look there. Is on the coast. I'll give you that. I'll give you that part. So, but it's another one in the list of my endless videos in my mind that I want to do. So I'm gonna have a little check around there today. Before we pick a date where we'll go down and go down and film that. So yeah, no, I don't think anyone's joined us yet. So I know it was a bit of a risk one today, because I thought it was Boxing Day. People will either join or they won't. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. At least someone might join us. We never know. Well, dear, it was a bit of a late night last night, like Christmas days normally are. So, and then when the time the family go, and then you clear up as well. I think there's still bits I've got to do here this morning now. So I've just been trying to catch up on some work emails just to see how the guys have been over Christmas. So I'm about halfway through that. With my job, you get lots of reporting, and it's kind of 24/7. So you're trying to keep an eye on it. So yeah, I've got a mouthful full of videos. I really hope my throat clears up soon. I don't know how it sounds, but it's not too good at the moment. We're just hoping this really clears up a bit better. So I don't know, perhaps as you get older, you just you get a little bit unwell as it would have been years ago. And as you get older, it just seems to drag on and on before it gets better. Either that or colds are getting worse. I don't know. But yeah, it looks a bit foggy today. But we will see. We'll see if we can get any filming done today. If not, we'll what we're going to perhaps try and do the weekend. We'll see what we're doing, what the family's doing. But I want to try and perhaps try again going up to National Trust Felbrigg House and see if we can film that North Path for you that I was going to do the other day. And then we couldn't get there. We ended up at Sheringham Park. Again, if people haven't seen it, you can check my video catalogue for that. But yeah, we ended up going to Sheringham Park because we couldn't drive in, get into Felbrigg Estate. But I do want to bring that North Dog Walk with you. So, well, I say dog walk. I mean you can just walk it. That's more for a wooded area on the North Walk. But we will. That's the kind of plan for this weekend. Could be a bit weather permitting. So it's the usual kind of December weather at the moment. It's a bit cold, bit damp. I think it's normally January. Was it like January, February time? Perhaps possibly February time, or it is down here in East Anglia if we're going to get snow and that kind of thing. That's when it would we normally get that. I think normally, sometimes around Valentine's Day we normally get that. So, yeah. Well, 12 minutes in, we ain't got anyone yet, so we'll carry on. I'll see if anyone joins us. Oh dear. Just hold on, I must just go and get a tissue. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Oh, so yeah, I think I think the one I've got planned and that we'll keep to ourselves at the moment. That's like I say, it's one that I've done photographs for several years ago. Now, that was quite a while ago, that one, because I had a Samsung Galaxy phone then. So we're perhaps looking at 2017, I think, around that era. So try to think what Galaxy I had then. An S, that was the flagship one I had. Just could have been, would it have been the S10? No, I can't remember. But anyway, it's me waffling on. Yeah, we did. I did a whole series of photographs there as I went around this. We'll put it as an area. You'll know what I mean once I film it. But it's one of these kind of areas that I've wanted to capture on video more than anything, and I've been going there since I was a kid. It's but I just find it quite interesting how they do it there. Don't want to say too much more. But yeah, it's I think it'll be good, and it'll be good to capture it on video this time as opposed to doing photographs. So trying to think how many photographs I did on at the time. There was quite a few photographs I did on it before. They were quite good shots, and perhaps when I do the video, I'll perhaps may stick some of the old photographs in. If there's lots of changes there, that might be worth bugging a few of the photographs in, because the Galaxy did take it quite well actually. So yeah. Yeah. It's all quite still at the moment. I can't believe sort of when I went outside last night, how quiet it was, but that's Christmas Day for you. Everyone will be at home relaxing, having a few drinks, I would imagine. But yeah, that was a. But then again, when I went and walked the dog last night, what was that, about 9:30? There was a few people pottering about, driving about. I certainly heard the police cars about last night, so don't know what was going on there. I'll see some families enjoying themselves or not. So, yeah, obviously Christmas can be good, but not so good for some people. So, some families get on, and then it sometimes ends up with arguments. You never know, but unfortunately, this is life. So, but yeah. Oh dear. Just be so better once my throat was better and my head is better. You just feel so lightheaded all the time. But yeah, New Year coming. So got loads and loads of still had on my list. And a shout out to Middleton's. Obviously, you might have seen on my back catalogue where we filmed at Middleton's at Middleton. I'm going to be capturing, I have told you already, but we're going to be capturing Middleton's in Norwich. So we will go there and do a review there for them. We're going to capture it at the same time. I plan on, there's several videos in Norwich we're going to do. But because of the size of Norwich, we'll have to break that down into several videos. So we'll do that as a collection and a playlist. Before anyone asks, I've had comments before. I'm not doing it as a full-on history tour. So, as I said before, my channel's just about walks, about travel. We'll throw in a mix of little bits and pieces in. But it's just mainly as I see it as I go. I'm not doing massive research before I go. It's not that kind of channel. There's way better channels out there who will be able to give you the full history tour in detail. I'm coming along doing it just as a vlog of what I know and see and do and what we find as we go. Just as it would be someone who, out of all my locations, just travels there themselves, never done any checks before they get there. So we're going to do it on that kind of thing. I'd rather do it as a more relaxed kind of setup. So, like I said, hats off to the channels that do the research and that kind of thing. But I didn't want it to be overwhelming. No, I didn't want it to be some sort of educated history lesson and location lesson kind of thing. Like I said, there's better channels who do a way better job than I could do. So we're not doing that kind of thing. We're a relaxed channel here. So we'll if I know some odd bits, I'll let you know about the odd bits. But I'd rather you share all the views that we can see and do and what we discover and that. Give you an archive and a date stamp of when we were there. So when you go back later on through the back catalogue, you can say, in this date and this time, that item was there. We saw this. The weather was like that, that's the usual kind of thing. I thought it was a bit better doing that kind of thing than and it's just a lot more relaxed. And like I said, I don't script anything. Not do it. I can tell you right now, my channel, we're never going to use teleprompters and we're not doing scripts and notes. I don't even take bullet points. It's not. It will all be done from my head as we go along. I don't know whether it makes good viewing, good listening or not. Looking at my subs, perhaps not, but there we go. I just want it to be natural, and that's what the channel's all about. You'll get natural from me, and it will be as we go along, and we will see what we see. And if we go along and we don't see a lot of that, then we do. And as I said right from the start on my first video, this is not only a collection for all you guys, but what I do, it's going to be a collection for the family as well when I'm no longer here. Don't bring that up, but it's an archive collection of what I got up to and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's but it'll be a fun along the way, I'm sure, and yeah, we're gonna, like I said, find some places, but we're definitely in 2025. I'm pretty certain we're gonna find some places that either have never been done on YouTube, or people will perhaps see the title of the video and think, bloody hell, where the hell is that? So what I may do, and what I will do, when we find these walks that chances are very little people have been on, I will give you the what 3 words location of it, so you can find it. Sometimes that can be a bit easier if you use the app What 3 Words. We use that for work, and I know the emergency services use that. So, but it'll perhaps help when you want to find these places, if you want to go and have a look around yourself once I've been. And absolutely, I want to find some out-of-the-way places. But we've definitely got a lot of coast walks coming in 25. Some I appreciate have been done by other channels, but it could have been some time ago. But others will, I've got a feeling, haven't always been filmed, so that might be interesting. And then there's some I haven't been to for a long time, even though I'm kind of local. But no, I haven't been to them either, so that'll be quite interesting to catalogue that as well. So, but well, no one here yet, but we'll carry on. So now, what I was nearly thinking of doing, because I'm not sure where we're going to go in 25 yet. Still a bit of debate with the wife, so we should be going somewhere in the country next year, or I say next year, we're far away now, aren't we? In 25, but obviously I'll keep you guys, and we'll do a full. I'll certainly let you know where we're going to go. I do want to pick somewhere different. We've done Tenerife a few times now, so yeah, it's just think where to go. Knowing how unstable the old globe is at times, and there's lots of places you'd like to go to, but it's just affording it, and because we have to finance it ourselves. So, but we'll find somewhere. We'll try and pick somewhere different this time. We're also kind of limited airport-wise. Unfortunately, the problem is with Norwich. Now, if Norwich Airport's listening, I doubt they are, but I'll put it out there anyway. Now, for Norwich Airport, you can go to Tenerife, you can go to Mallorca. You can do Rhodes, Cyprus, Turkey. Now, I've been to Egypt before. I've done Turkey before. I don't quite understand. Same size planes. I'm sure someone will give me in the comments the business, commercial, exact reason why. But if you can fly to Turkey, Egypt's only about, I don't know, about another hour away, maybe. It's just interesting why we couldn't have flights to Egypt from Norwich, really. Because if you go to Stansted, go to Gatwick, they are the same size planes. They're all 737s. It could be a commercial reason, could be licensing reason. I don't know. I'm sure there's people know reasonings way more, because Norwich has, if people don't know, Norwich does have TUI. It's one of the main ones. They've been there for a long time. And Ryanair started this year as well, doing trips to Portugal and Mallorca Try to think where else they go. I think there's a few other Malta, I think, might be on there. Not sure, unsure. Someone will correct me in the comments. But yeah, they go to food. Like I said, you can go to good food places, and I did see. I didn't have the money to go, but I did see there was some Lapland visits out of Norwich and all. Lapland, I've always wanted to film. I've always wanted to go there pretty much most of my life. I think as I get older, you do feel the cold more, but I'd still. It just looks. I've seen some videos of other channels what they've done there, and it does look really good. But I could. I'd never have the money to go and film out there. I'll never afford that. I know that's quite an expensive trip. So, but it's kind of on my list. I'd like to do. Promise you'd have to buy all the winter clothes and kit to go. I know I did go skiing once, but that was a long time ago. Back in my youth, we had a week in Switzerland, and I know the kind of kit you had to go when we went there. You know, you can't just turn up there in jeans and bloody t-shirt. That's you got to have all your skiing gear and snow boots and everything. It's not, yeah. I can't imagine how much all that kind of kit costs now. It wasn't cheap then. So, but I was ex-forces then, and we went with the army and had a week in Switzerland skiing. So that was really good. I'm glad we did that. You know, when you have your little bucket list and you think, right, well, while I'm here on the planet, I'd like to do this, and this. Not saying people are a fan of skiing and that, but it's definitely something you need, even if you do it once. It is an experience. There's a few things I've done, like I'd never believe I'd never even been on a motorbike, and there was a guy at work took me on that. He had quite a big, powerful bike, but I'd never been on one of them before. Again, don't have a bike license, but after being on that, yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. I could see why people like to do it. Yeah, I can see the bug for bikes. I think again now how the roads are. I don't think it's too safe, not particularly now, but you know, I can see why people do it. It's definitely, yeah, it was definitely worth it when I did have a ride on the back of one. It was, yeah, you could see, you could pick the bug up very easy. So, but like everything, it comes with its risks, like everything nowadays. So, which is a bit unfortunate. But anyway, going back onto Norwich Airport. If you could do some Egypt flights, that would be really nice from there. That would be really handy. Save me going all the way to Stansted or Gatwick. So it's just quite handy having the airport in the same city where you live. It's I've done the Gatwick journeys when we've been to Egypt and been to the US. It's it's a very long old day. Not a lot of mind, you know. Any sponsors out there, you know, I don't mind doing it, but it's but yeah, it's just the extra bits where, you know, if you can go 5 or 10 minutes around the corner from where you live and there's an airport and you can just get straight in, this you can see the benefits of it. So, but yeah, I've also on my list, whether it'll ever happen, who knows how much things cost nowadays, but I've always wanted to perhaps do Malta and Rhodes. Never been to them too. I think that'd be good to do filming there. So kind of on my list. Not done much research, don't really know too much about it. But it's just I think there'd be some good bits you could perhaps do around there. So, but you can see the difference when you have to either finance the channels that have to finance themselves, and then channels that clearly get sponsored, which good for them. I mean, totally supportive of that. It's nice to have, but we're way too early for that kind of thing yet. So, but travel wise, yeah, that'd be a dream. You know, if you managed the lottery win. If you managed a lottery win, yeah, that would be great just to go around. And again, it'd be good to go around on travel, again, finding out the way places again and to film that. Because there's a lot of channels do the same popular places, I suppose, same popular spots. But that'd be good to find some out of the way places. So, yeah. Now, at home, I have the Pixel tablet, and obviously it goes for all your photographs, and it's just quite interesting. You see different shots come up. And I've just seen one come up with me when I was, I don't know what I would have been, maybe 14, 15, something like that. And that was me and my mother in Penzance. I've been itching to go down to Cornwall for a long time. I haven't been down there since I was, like I said, since I was sort of that kind of age. And again, I'm sure those channels would have covered us so much more, if not TV has covered a lot of it. But I still say one of the most scenic routes I ever travelled on a train, and we did it on purpose because of the scenery. And if you ever get to do it, like I say, I haven't done it since the 80s, so I don't know what state it's in now. But we did the Pannington to Penzance, and I have to say the scenery you see on that, particularly along the coast and where you travel up to Bristol and sort of then head down, from Exeter, sort of Exeter onwards. The scenery is just unbelievable, and it really kicks in from the moment you get, say, to Bristol, Temple Meads, and then you travel through down. But I know it's quite expensive now. I don't even imagine with train prices how much that costs now. And I was quite fortunate as a child to do that. But if you do get to do it, it's definitely worth it. The scenery was absolutely out of this world. But yeah, like I think I've said before, one of the things that I've never done is kind of the what would that be, the northwest of the UK. Never really done any of that. That'd be quite good to do around there. So yeah, never done Lake District or anything like that. And you think you should have done really. There's lots of places I've never been to in the UK. You know, you travel out of the country and you think, you haven't seen half of your own. But I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's just everything is just so expensive to do anything in the UK now. It really is. I mean, it's telling you something when it's cheaper to go out of the country and it is travel around, isn't it? Yeah. Odd times were thought about London, but I don't think I'll be venturing there. It's I just think it's too much of a risk, to have a phone out doing anything. You just don't do anything. Not going to talk too much about that on this channel, as you know, but but I just think all I keep hearing about it is no, I don't. I mean, good for the YouTubers and that who do stuff down there, but I don't know. I haven't been to London for quite a while. I used to go there a lot with work, but it's I don't think I've been down there since 2019, at least. Try to think now. Yeah, I suppose it is. But it's but the reports I do hear back from people down there, it's it's quite, to start having equipment out in that film, and I don't know whether I'd want to take the risk. I certainly couldn't afford to have stuff stolen. So So we won't be venturing there anyway. But you never know. You never know. I'm not going to roll it out that I wouldn't, but while I'm financing it, then it's not top of the list. We'll stick with the local stuff. Like I said, there's enough people around the UK YouTube and who can do the filming. So we've got certainly a pile of places we want to visit locally, and we'll start going out into the other counties as well. We got definitely what I can tell you. Like I said, we've got a whole package of Norwich videos coming that I want to do. That'll definitely be split into several parts. King's Lynn I'm going to do as well. And we've got Clench Wharton coming up, which is the next village towards King's Lynn. From Tarrington St Clement. You'll be able to see the videos I did from Tarrington St Clement. And another thing that I'm going to start doing, just to throw it in there while we're doing that, we're going to start doing the villages around Norfolk. We will pick at random a village at a time. And again, any comments, anyone with suggestions that they want me to come and visit their village and we'll do some filming there, more than happy to do that. But outside of that, we'll start picking some random ones. Might do I said I wasn't going to do this. I might do a slight bit of research, but I don't really want to start venturing down there. So we'll most likely just go and film and visit and see what we see when we get there. But that's something we'll most likely do in 25. We will... It was another concept I kind of had on my mind to archive Norfolk a bit, but we'll definitely throw in some other counties as well. I just think that would make perhaps a good archive kind of set up. And we'll do it that way. I think that'd be quite interesting to do. And again, builds an archive of this is the village at the time, how it was then, and then when people go back and look at your videos in years and years to come, because let's face it, these things will be there. You'll be able to look back and think, oh yeah, I remember that, or or not if you come from these villages. So yes, we're going to pick some villages and where they are, and we'll show like where the shops are and churches, and we'll throw some church videos and that in, like a bit like what we did at Spicksworth. And we'll do that. So that's going to be also in the package of 25. So you can imagine how much I've got listed in where we're going to go. So there. Now the only plus side, me being great as I am, now I haven't done this for years, is about a month ago I dropped my phone and the screen cracked at the bottom, and I literally only had the phone about a month. So I don't know whether you'll see this. I'll show this now. I don't know whether you'll better see this on camera. Now this is what I do my filming on, for everyone to see. And as you can see, all the cracks just down the bottom there. All I can say is thank God it didn't do the camera end. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I thought, I can't remember last time I dropped the phone. I don't know how many iPhones. Obviously, we're on a Pixel 9 Pro XL at the moment. We thought we'd try that. I do like the Pixels as well. So I ordered that when it was on pre-order, and we did that direct through Google. Although I would say it was a good experience, and it wasn't during me ordering that, because they do really good deals. Don't get me wrong. If you're doing stuff through the Google hardware store, normally when a new phone and watch comes out, that they'll do it on good offers. They normally do it at the start, and that's when I picked it, because I've brought stuff there before, and I've managed to gain a lot of stuff free, especially if you're a Google One member. You do get good discounts and credit back that you can spend again in the store. So, and because you get so much credit back on, if like being a Google One member, you know, where you'd normally have to go and buy a phone case, you get so much credit back. You can end up ordering the actual really good case for your phone from there and get it for nothing in a way. So, yeah. But like I said, up till then, I'd had a lot of iPhones, and I can see doing this YouTube and stuff. I can see I'm possibly going to have to end up going back to iPhone. Although so far this Pixel's been great. Had no issues at all, apart from me dropping it. So, but yeah, but that's a Google case that I got with it. See that hazel? I do like the hazel colour. But yeah, but unfortunately, as you can see, my cracked screen at the bottom. Doing it honestly, as I was saying, I can't remember last time I actually broke the phone. I haven't broke the phone for decades. You know, as an adult, you spend your whole time telling kids to be careful with them, and then that's me on fault really, because I put it in a pocket in my fleece, that fleece I use when I do the filming. And I knew myself, I thought for some reason, I don't know whether it's the size of the phone, because I have the XL, but I don't know whether it must have just slipped out while I was at mum's and hit the concrete. Couldn't believe it. So yeah, there's me all this time telling the kids, be careful with your phone. They're really expensive. But I did look for a repair on it. But how it is nowadays, if you just have so much on your phone now, like with your banking and everything else, and problem is you can't really afford to not have your phone, and transferring it back over is just an absolute nightmare. So, because it's kind of work, and I've kind of held on to it, but been more protective with it. So yeah, so we've not sent it back for repair. It's still working kind of at the moment. So, but then again, because you wouldn't want to send your phone away for repair, and it's still got all your banking details and everything on it. So I'm not sure what you with. I suppose you must be able to do a remote wipe anyway, I guess. Because I was just thinking, if you crack your screen and you cracked it that bad that it doesn't recognise, you wouldn't be able to delete anything off before you sent it off anyway. So, and I think the cheapest quote I got from Google direct to repair the screen was like nearly £200, and I just thought, nah, we'll cope with it. So, but on the plus side, as I was saying, buying stuff from Google, I traded in the iPhone, and it took ages for the credit to appear on the system that I got paying for the phone, and then they've managed to mess up all the payments as well. So, plus side, I'll keep with the payments, but the plus side is actually the phone will be paid for all this time next year. So instead of, if you do it through the cellular companies that taking 2 or 3 years to pay for it, you know what, this would be paid, and because I got a really good discount because I handed in the iPhone, so that like nearly half the price of the phone, which was good. Because like I said, that means I'm only doing 12 payments on the phone, and that we paid. And the deal I did when I got that, I got the watch as well. So, and the whole package together, because I got such a discount off Google as well, it means that the whole lot will be paid for by December in 25. So yeah, so that's good. So we'll perhaps, I don't know, we'll see how we get on, what we want to do. Who knows what the phone companies, Apple and Google and all them are bringing out this year. I've had Galaxies in my time, but it's just the only thing I hate with Samsung is all the bloatware that you get on it. I've kind of stuck with Apple and with the Pixels because you just get the raw phone. But like I said, with Galaxies and that, they just fill it up with so many other bloody apps that you can't remove. I think you can store them and hide them, but you can't remove them. and it just ends up being a right pain in the arse. So I just, in the end, as much as I don't mind Galaxy phones, I did look at the Galaxy Ultra, but quite an expensive phone. I'll say expensive, I suppose that's about the same price as if you get a Pro Max one from Apple. But it's, but yeah. But I just, it's just the bloatware that puts me off with Samsung. So yeah, so we've got one person join. Like you say, any questions at all, just throw them out there if you've got anything. I'm expecting people would be busy with families today anyway. So I just wanted just to get a live in, just in case anyone was bored and wanted to chat. So yeah. But like I said, we'll wrap this up at 12 today, and then we'll sort another live most likely next week when everyone's up and running again. Might as well this time of year have the time with the families. Some of them you only kind of meet. You know, the old saying, you normally just meet at a wedding or a funeral, or at Christmas. But yeah, but no, good to see them. Like I said, you don't normally see these people, and everyone's so spread out nowadays. That'd be great just to go jet setting around the world to see people, but not always affordable, as we know. So, but yeah, so that's the kit that I'm using anyway. So yes, the Pixel 9 Pro XL. So far, yeah, not an issue. So don't listen to all what you hear. Well, my phone's been okay, apart from what I've done to it. It's yeah, that's ran pretty well. So not an issue. And where is it? Just showing that. Is this gonna work? Yeah, just showing it. And we got a Pixel Watch as well. Don't like the Pixel Watches. Not had a problem with them. The only thing I would say is, I'm quite one for. I love uploading data and all this sort of thing. And as much as I love the Pixel Watch, again, never had an issue. I had a Pixel Watch 1, and this Pixel Watch 3, I've got better now that they do the bigger size face as well. They do the 45mm face, which is so much better. And the battery on this just lasts forever. Not here to do reviews on kit. Again, I'll leave that for the professionals. But I normally charge my watch in the morning. Normally gets at the worst, it's done in an hour, but it's normally charges quicker than that. Sometimes 40 minutes. But that Pixel Watch 3, and I've got the larger Pixel Watch. Like you do, might as well. But that's been brilliant. Not had any issues at all with that watch. I've been swimming with it as well. But it's, like I said, the only bit I've always said, you get all these manufacturers, Apple, Google, Microsoft, and that, they all do something really good. And then some of it not so good. And as much as I love the Pixel Watch, and like I said, I think personally, the straps on them are better. Because as you notice, you get the two on that, which you don't get on Apple. And I just find it fits easier and more secure, I think, personally, But anyway, but what I do like on Apple, what we can't seem to get on Google, I think they do the health app. I think it's better on Apple. Just saying. I love the Pixel Watch, but everything's done through Fitbit. And as much as there's a lot of aspects that Fitbit are fine, seems to work pretty well. But on Apple, there's other extra bits in the health app where you can add data in, and they just don't exist on Fitbit. So there's a few of the, like the what's the one? Is it like the blood oxygen thing and that I don't know. It's just bits, but the bit on like they do. So if you're ill and you want to put symptoms and that in, well, there's no sections for that on Fitbit. You can't do any of that. There's a section each day for like your temperature, and if you didn't know, where are we? I think it's just here. Pixel 9 Pro. I think it's just on the Pro and the Pro XL. They actually have a built-in thermometer which you can do. It's a bit of an ache to do because you have to literally put it up to your forehead, but it will do it. So that's interesting. But going back to the fitness bit between Apple and Google because obviously Google uses Fitbit, which, like I said, a lot of it's great, no issues at all. It does what you need it to do, but there's just a couple of sections I wish they'd had in that you get on Apple Health that you don't get on Fitbit. And like I said, one is like medical symptoms if you're ill and that, and you want to data track it and things like that, which I like to do. I'm that sad I like to do that. And also, what Apple does do well, never used it myself because fortunately I've never had to, but they do a medications section. So you can sit there if you do take medications daily, weekly, whatever. On Apple, you can sit there and register and log all them in. And then what you can also do while you're putting these in, you can program it to what amounts and times and days that you have all this, and then it will send you reminders, which I think is, if you can get it registered in, or if you're an older person, you could have someone put all that in for you, and then that would then, when you need to take your meds, that and what one it is, it actually would send you the notification when you need to take it, and you can have it just preset. You just load it all in. I think from what I saw on the medication side on Apple, you literally start putting in what the name of your medication is, and then Apple has a database on there and it will find it and it will put all the details in. And then all you need to do is just put in the amount you have and when you need to take it and that kind of thing. And then, it will preset and send you notifications. Again, never done it myself, never had to do it, luckily. I'm sure that'll come. But yeah, they do that, and it's I think that's really handy to have. I'm sure there is other apps you can do, but kind of you don't want your medical details everywhere, so you'd perhaps maybe trust more Apple with it. I know as much as Apple does a privacy thing, but they're not. It's like anything up in the cloud could be anywhere, can it? Really, nothing's foolproof. If you can get into the Pentagon and things like that, then I'm sure you can get anywhere. So, but I do think really in the domestic side for people, I think that medication thing would be really handy. But again, you can't get that on Fitbit. So come on, Fitbit. There's some bits you could just add in. I'm sure it can't be that hard. This is just basic software that you could just write and put in there. So that's just the bit I noticed between on the bit. So, I don't know, who goes. We may end up back at Apple, who knows? I think with the film, and if we carry on doing YouTube and that, I think we might have to end up back at Apple again. I am really interested in trying Final Cut Pro, but again, I'd need a Mac and all that for that. So at the moment, like we're filming on at this precise time, I'm on a Surface Pro 9. It's been good, it's been bad. Okay, not doing a full review. It's been really handy because it's really light to carry around at work, and it's quite good to have a tablet size device that is actually a PC, a working PC. So I can see what Microsoft tried to do here, but again, it's nowhere near good enough for what I need, especially with YouTube. And unfortunately, my Surface I purchased through Vodafone, so I'm doing that monthly, and in a kind of way, it's great. Like I said, it's really great for traveling because it's really light, and I do have the cellular one, but I've got nowhere near enough RAM or storage in this, and I couldn't afford the more expensive ones, so I had to. It's like anything, you just get what you can afford. But yeah, I could see next time I think we're going to have to look at a MacBook Pro, I think, really. But that's going to be trying to fund that. So I think that the kind of MacBook Pro I would need, particularly for editing, you're looking at like 1,800 quid. I mean, who's got that, really? So I don't know. I think the days of a cheap PC are gone. So, be nice, but yeah, them days are gone. I think this package I've got here was about 1,200, and I'm not stretching it, but yeah, I think somehow, if we have a miracle cure, but I think somehow, yeah, we'll have to look at a MacBook Pro. I think that'll, but we'll see. Who knows where we all are? Whether we've all got jobs in the future. So if AI hasn't overtaken us by then, or taken over, whatever way you put it. So, but yeah. So we will, going back to the phone, we'll carry on using it. It's working at the moment. So that's only got to last till December 25. And then we can, if we need to change it, we'll be able to do that. So, yeah, we've definitely got one person. At least we've had one person join us, and we've got one like as well. I suppose that's something. Anyway. We've got a few minutes left, so if there was any questions, just let me know. And like I said, if not, we'll wrap this up at about 12. And I think that'll be time to have a cuppa by then. So trying to let my stomach settle today. Let's have a little break after all the rich food yesterday. Oh dear. It's quite weird. You sort of get up and it's like nearly half the day gone already. So yeah. But yeah, it's good having the old Pixel tablet and you see the photographs go by. I have it set up so Google goes through photo album. So you get to see different pictures and that's quite interesting to see. Some old memories there for you. Then you get one come up with the snow. We're not talking that up. We're not talking snow up at all. Yeah, it's just see a picture of my mother's in the snow, and I look at it and I think actually from when I was a kid, the snow we get now is like nothing. There used to be snow drifts in the 70s, 80s, particularly sort of late 70s. Just don't seem to get that kind of thing now. I can remember having to dig a putt literally from my mother's sort of, we use the back door there as the main door, but I can just remember as a kid I wouldn't have been very old. I suppose I'd have maybe been, I don't know, 6 or 7, something like that. But I can remember the snow drifts were that bad. We literally had to carve a path from my mum's back door all the way just to get to the drive because the snow drift had piled up so high over where the kitchen is and where the door was. Yeah. Literally had to get shovels and carve out like something at the Antarctic. But you talk about this to your kids now, and I mean they'd never bloody believe you, unless you're using I don't know, South Pole or something. You'd never think to see snow like that now. And I suppose you got in the 70s and that was a norm, And like I said, where my parents are, which is right out in the country in East Anglia, it's you could when they say people used to get cut off, but you can quite believe it. I can even remember the roads being that bad that the farm actually sent a 4-wheel drive tractor and that all the way into King's Lynn to go and get sort of groceries and that for people because that would be the only way you could get in there. So, but the things you do. So, anyway, we've got to 12 o'clock. I will call it for a day now. Thanks for joining. Thanks for liking. Keep following me. We've got more videos coming. I think we're going to be doing a joint with Jamie, the Yorkshire Walker. Check him out. We're going to be doing a video with him as a joint. Perhaps do a joint live. I think we're talking about doing as well. So we'll look at doing that, and then you can ask us both questions and anything at all, and what we got planned and that kind of thing. So anyway, I will leave you guys for now. Have a good what's remaining of Christmas. Hope you have a good New Year. If we don't do one before then, I will. Like I said, I'm going to do a bit of a recce this afternoon on another video that I wanted to do with you, or videos. And I will keep you guys posted. Keep checking my community page on my YouTube channel. I'll keep bits put in there. And every now and again, I'll put bits on the old Facebook page and the Instagram page. Anyway, take it easy. I will see you guys very soon. And thanks for joining. Thanks for following. Keep liking and subscribing. Keep help pushing the old channel out. Share it with your friends on social media, the videos. And I will catch up with you very soon. Take care.